Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again today. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to my channel below so we can keep these videos coming at you. Also, we're going to be talking today about beds and bedding. So if there's anything we talk about specifically today, make sure you check out the links down below in the description for product information. Beds and bedding are probably one of the most important things when it comes to your vacation rental because you want to make sure that your guests get a good night's sleep. So let's talk about how to outfit your home so that it is the most comfortable for your guests. First thing, let's talk about the bed frames. I recommend that you have at least one king-size bed frame, probably in your primary bedroom, to appeal to those people who really like to have a king-size bed. I think if you don't have one of these in your property, that you are missing a population of folks who specifically are looking just for that. If you can get more than one king bed in other bedrooms, then I recommend you do that also. As far as the frame, it's probably better to have wood or metal frames just because of issues with maintenance or repairs, as well as bed bugs, which that's kind of gross to talk about, but it's a reality when it comes to the hospitality industry. Unfortunately, with COVID and shipping delays, it was hard for me to get some of those items shipped in, so I do have fabric bed frames in a couple of my rooms, and I recognize that that's something that I might need to upgrade or replace down the road. But ideally, you're looking for something that's wood so that it's really easy to clean, and if it gets damaged, usually those are easier to repair than fabric that can get snags or rips in it. As far as the bed frame itself, make sure that it's not too high off of the ground once you add your box spring and mattress to the frame. You might have guests who are elderly or young that have a hard time getting in and out of bed if it's too tall. Bunk beds are okay, although you'll want to check with your cleaning crew because they're really hard to make. I have bunk beds in both of my properties and I really like them. I think that they appeal to families who are bringing kids and it adds an element of fun if you have a bunk room. But I recommend that if you do that, you try to get bunks that are all the same size. If you have too many different size beds in your property, you're going to have too many duplicates of all kinds of things, including mattress protector, sheets, comforters, duvet cover, all of that in all of those different sizes. Whereas if you have all twin bunks, for example, then you can get away with only one or two extras of some of those items. So I think it's cost effective if you try to stick with the same size. As far as the mattress goes, I really like the memory foam mattresses that are available now that can be rolled up and shipped to you in the UPS or FedEx delivery trucks. It makes it so much easier for transportation to your property and then getting it to the room where it needs to go. I really like the Zenith brand, and I'll show you a little bit more about that here. It just gets really great reviews from my guests and it's really inexpensive, so it doesn't put a big hit to your budget when you're doing your initial setup. So here's the Zenith mattress. This is the 12-inch green tea memory foam, and if I give a little push here, you can see it leaves a little indent and then bounces right back. These are super comfortable, and I don't think that you get too hot when you're sleeping in it. And we do have a mattress protector on this one as well. This is the other style with the waterproof surface here. Make sure you get a mattress cover that fits your mattress well. There's two options for these: the full zip that encases all the way around the mattress, or the surface one. Whichever one you choose to go with, just make sure that you get one that is waterproof, and I'll show you one here. Here's an example of a mattress cover. This is the full encasement style, so it's got the Velcro and then the full zipper that goes all the way around the mattress. You can also put this on the box spring. One downside to this is you can hear how loud it is. And sometimes when you're rolling over in bed, you can hear that. The other downside is this material can be really hot. So I recommend you test it in the bed that you're going to be sleeping in. The other thing you can do is you can put a mattress cover over the top of this. Sheets are another important factor when it comes to comfort for your guests. There's two main types that I see used in vacation rentals: cotton sheets or microfiber sheets. I have a little of both in my properties, and I kind of tailor it to the type of guest that I'm catering to. So for example, in my kids' bunk rooms, I'll use the really inexpensive microfiber sheets that I can get on Amazon, and I've never had any complaints with that, so they're very easy to replace if I need to buy new sheets. In my primary bedrooms, I usually go with something a little bit nicer just because I really want to make sure that the person booking their stay gets an excellent night's sleep. Either way you go with sheets, I recommend going with white sheets because they're easiest to bleach clean and they just have a nice, clean, crisp appearance. Once those start to get old, dingy gray, or they start to get some pilling on them, I recommend you replace them right away, again, just so that you're getting the best satisfied guest that you can from their night stay. Other bedding products that I really like are synthetic comforters with a duvet cover. I shy away from down comforters because I have had guests ask me about that, not very many, but a couple, who actually have down allergies, and so I go with the synthetic, one because it's less expensive, and two because I think it still provides a really great comfortable stay. You're gonna wanna get something that's really nice and fluffy though, so that when it's laying on the bed, it looks really plump and comfortable for your guests. Pillows are another really important factor for your guests' comfort, and there's different styles. Make sure you get the size that fits the size of your bed, so get the king size pillows for the king beds and the smaller size pillows for the queen and full and twin size beds. I do recommend pillow covers also to help protect your pillow and just give it the longest lifespan possible. I'll show you one of my pillow covers here. So this pillow has a pillowcase, and I'll take this off for you. And underneath I have a pillow cover. These are zippered, so these can also be taken off and washed. Here's the zipper. So you can see the pillow underneath there. That way when these get old and dingy, it's easy to replace. All right, hang on. Putting it back together. When you're choosing your pillows, make sure that you have some options for guests who like different levels of firmness. I had a guest complain one time to me that they did not like how firm all of the pillows were and they were hoping for something softer. So they had to go into the kids' room and pull some of the smaller pillows for use in the primary bedroom. So I thought, hey, pillows aren't very expensive. I'll get a couple of extra. I put them in the linen closet in the hallway in pillow covers, and I labeled them as soft pillows so that guests are aware that there's another option if they want to switch out their pillows. I think that just helps guarantee that the guests are going to get a great night's stay. Finally, make sure that you're adding a lot of really colorful and comfortable appearing throw pillows. Now realistically, a lot of us end up taking the throw pillows off our bed at night anyway, but you're staging this for appearance. First, for when you look in the photos, that this looks really inviting and beautiful, and for that first opinion when the guest walks in and sees the bed for the first time, you want them to think, wow, this looks really nice. Add some throw pillows of different sizes, colors, and textures, and that'll really make the bed look great. I want to point out just one other little extra that I really like for my bunk beds. These are these really cool little lights that I got on Amazon that clip onto the bunks, and I think, again, this adds that extra little neat touch that guests and their families really love, where you can have a little light for each bunk. And these clip on to the frame, making it really easy to move them around, and they can clip into a USB or regular outlet. So if your bed frame already has the little USB charging ports, this is really easy to plug right into that. So I recommend those if you're doing a bunk room. I've had great feedback from them. Okay guys, I think we covered beds and bedding pretty well. So just make sure that you've got the guest's overall comfort as your primary consideration when you're thinking about your bedding that you're choosing. And don't be afraid to play with color. I think color is a great way to make the bed look inviting. Just make sure that it's not something that's a turnoff to other people. And I still do recommend the all white sheets. Thanks again for hanging out with me today. Please, please, please make sure you subscribe to my channel below, and I'll look forward to seeing you again next time for our next video. Thanks, take care. Put it back together. Get in there, pillow.